Hello, I'm Afiniki Akanet, author of Life Without Coffee, Choosing Happiness Over Stress. Today, I'd like to talk about friendships ending. Unfortunately, there'll be quite a few people sitting alone at home during this social isolation season because of the end of a relationship which recently happened, or because some friendships have died, or because of different circumstances. Um, Specifically, friendships that have been fantastic and have just suddenly come to an end for different reasons. How do we handle that? How do we manage that? That's something I think will be worth discussing. Let's read. I'm reading from page 7 of Life Without Coffee. It is fantastic if you have one great friend who you feel can understand you in every area of life. Those are what teenage girls call BFFs, I think. Unfortunately, not everyone has a best friend forever. Some friendships are only there for a season of your life, and there's nothing wrong with that because people grow and change. Some friends will grow together and accept the changes in each other, while others will have to drift apart as they change and move on in life. An old African proverb translates as 20 children cannot play together for 20 years. You can have a more peaceful life by recognizing that relationships have come to a significant junction and even to their natural end. It does not necessarily mean that you or they are bad. It is sometimes just the end of an era which opens doors for new things if we let it. If you are the friend who people like to open up to, you need to be careful to have your own carefully chosen outflow channels too. This can be especially relevant for people in mentoring and leadership positions. I can tell you from experience that it can become draining hearing all about other people's problems and having little opportunity to talk about yours. This is why most caring professions encourage debriefs, supervision, mentoring, pastoral support, and activities outside work. As a GP, I see people all the time come and tell me about their problems and tell me what's going on. But I find it's really important for me to also have an opportunity to debrief. And when friendships come to an end, you might feel a betrayal of trust or the end of a lifeline, somebody that you were able to open up to suddenly not being available anymore. But how do we deal with that? If you've had experience of it, share how you've dealt with it. But this time that we have now, in social isolation, in social distancing, some of us in isolation, can be a time for us to build new friendships, to reach out and make more friends. There are over 6 billion people on the planet. We can make new friends. There's no point in crying over spilled milk. If it's come to a natural end and the friendship is not worth it anymore, the relationship is not helpful, it's worth letting go and making new connections. We'll leave it here today, but I'd love to hear your comments. Please write comments, please email. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, please stay strong, stay connected. We can get through this.